stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference.
And everything, and like I say, I have nothing to win with Crawford. 2-3 weights class less than me. But
Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez have escalated their rivalry, starting 2025 with intense energy. While discussions about their potential fight seem to fizzle out in late 2024, rumors have resurfaced, suggesting the two boxing icons are gearing up for an epic showdown later this year. Initially, Alvarez dismissed the idea, citing his busy schedule, including a major fight in September, as a reason to sideline talks. However, stepping into the new year, Canelo appears to have reconsidered. Renewed discussions were sparked when Turki Alaki reportedly reached out to Canelo to revisit the proposed matchup. This reignited momentum led to Crawford and Alvarez crossing paths for the first time, setting the stage for what could be one of the most anticipated fights in recent boxing history.
I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. So let's not do that.
The rivalry between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez took a dramatic turn when the pair was summoned to Saudi Arabia for a meeting with Turki Alaki Sheikh. Coincidentally, both fighters arrived at the airport around the same time, setting the stage for an unexpected confrontation. When Crawford attempted to exchange pleasantries with Alvarez, Canelo made it clear he wasn't interested. His team swiftly distanced Crawford from him, prompting Crawford's team to step in. The situation quickly escalated into a heated altercation, with airport security intervening to restore order. After the tension subsided, both fighters went their separate ways. The animosity between Crawford and Alvarez can be traced back several months, fueled by Canelo's dismissive comments regarding Crawford and his interactions with Turki Alaki. The tension worsened when Canelo blatantly ignored a video released by Crawford and Alaki, in which they reignited talks of a potential fight. This perceived snub only deepened the rift, setting the stage for the airport clash and intensifying their already fiery feud.
First, I went to the Canelo Berlanga fight, and then after that, I went to the UFC fight. So it was a pretty busy day.
Alal Sheikh had once placed the showdown between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez at the top of his boxing wish list, even going so far as to extend an offer to the Mexican superstar. However, after a breakdown in communication with Canelo, the proposal was put on hold, and it appeared that the highly anticipated fight had fallen apart. But everything changed following Canelo's dominant unanimous decision victory over Edgar Berlanga at the T-Mobile Arena on Saturday night. The former pound-for-pound king received a clear signal from both Crawford and His Excellency Alal Sheikh, reigniting the hopes of a potential matchup between the two boxing giants.
Going for Canelo next.
Yes! Let's go! Canelo, come on!
You heard it from him.
We are ready!
The two were down the road from the Las Vegas Sphere, watching UFC 306, when they decided to take to Instagram Live and call out Canelo Alvarez. "Yo Turkey, tell them we're coming for Canelo next," Crawford said, his voice full of determination. "Yes," replied Alal Sheikh, backing him up. "Let's go, Canelo. Come on, we're ready." Crawford then added, "You heard it from him. Just put me in the game, man." Canelo versus Crawford is the biggest fight in boxing, and we're here for it.
Busy day.
Let's start with the Canelo fight, the Canelo card. Obviously, you said that put me in coach that you wanted next.
"Ready? That way we don't have to get ready," Crawford said, emphasizing their commitment. This change in tone followed a social media post from His Excellency Alal Sheikh in August, where he wrote, "Just wrapped up an important meeting with my team, planning for the upcoming fights we'll make for 2024 to 2025. After seeing this, Canelo was asked during his post-fight press conference what he thought of their declaration. The Mexican champion responded with a blunt, "No comments," which prompted Crawford to fire back at the snub. Crawford, who recently made his debut at super welterweight, 2 divisions below Canelo, had been closely watching Canelo's most recent fight. The reason was clear. Canelo is the only opponent Crawford feels would truly elevate his legacy at this point. On Canelo's performance, he told TMZ Sports, "Canelo was great, as always."
First, what did you think of his performance versus Berlanga?
I think he put on a great performance, like he always do. You know, Canelo is Canelo.
"I first went to the Canelo-Berlanga fight, then headed to the UFC fight," Crawford said. "I think Canelo put on a great performance, like he always does. Canelo was Canelo. I also think Berlanga showed a lot of heart and determination. It made for an exciting fight." Crawford's victory over Israel Madrimov at 154 Olbs marked his first distance fight in 8 years, sparking some analysts to question whether his power was beginning to fade as he moved up in weight. The real test of that will come when he faces the even bigger Canelo.
Enrique Veas, gusto saludarte, felicidades por la pelea, pero a mí me gustaría saber tu sentir, ¿no? Empezaste anunciando la pelea que el tum.
Despite these concerns from some in the boxing world, the 36-year-old from Omaha reaffirmed his desire to take on the challenge.
Dar tum a Berlanga. Hoy se lo diste, pero no se da el knockout. O sea, ¿qué está faltando? Y es lo que la gente en México pide en redes sociales para el knockout.
¿Para qué son los 12 rounds? Ahora te pregunto yo a ti.
I've been wanting this fight. It's a legacy fight. It's the biggest fight in boxing today. I feel like it's the last of the Mohicans. This fight would be massive. 2 guys who are top 3 pound for pound going head to head. I know Canelo is bigger than me, but I'm up for the challenge. It's all respect. If he decides to step into the ring with me, it would be an electrifying fight. And of course, I'll beat him. There's no doubt in my mind that I would beat anyone I step into the ring with.
Son los 12 rounds. Ahora te pregunto yo a ti.
No, pues para llevar ahí con el tema de las tarjetas y ganarlo, pero la gente quiere ver ese punch, quiere ver ese knockout.
I've always been the smaller guy in every weight class I've competed in. People have always said I was too small for this guy, too small for that guy, but I've always been successful in those fights. Being bigger doesn't win fights. It's my skills that pay the bills, and they've gotten me this far. This fight would determine who's the #1 guy in the post-Mayweather era. Who's the king of kings? Crawford hasn't come close to losing yet, though his fight with Madrimov was his toughest challenge. He has moved through the weight classes, starting with his first championship at lightweight and later becoming the undisputed champion at junior welterweight.
Decir un knockout. De querer noquear, claro que quieres, ¿no? De que se dé, también tienes un rival enfrente que está haciendo su trabajo.
Crawford points out that he's both taller and has a longer reach than Canelo, half an inch in height and 3.5 inches in reach. However, Canelo is still much larger in stature, with punching power to match. 10 of Canelo's past 13 fights were at 168 Olbs, 2 at 175 Olbs, and 1 at 160 Olbs. The last time Canelo fought at 154 Olbs was in September 2016.
For to beat a Canelo Alvarez, even at 168, I think that his skill level is up there with the greatest. I don't think we've seen anything like Terence Crawford in all my years.
If I beat him, nobody's going to say, "Oh, he beat Crawford," because Canelo's a great fighter, Crawford said. Canelo says he's a pound-for-pound great too, but he's smaller. You'll start seeing he's small in this division. But if the money's right, why not?